You're watching ChillyBoy Productions. I'm Larry ChillyBoy Chilson, and this is my reaction to House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 2. Now, before we get into this reaction, make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button down below so that you can chill with me on each and every one of my latest videos. First things first, I'm sorry if you can hear my cooler air conditioner going off in the background. It is scorching, like earth on fire today, this week, this month. Oh, it's been miserable. I can't, I can't turn it off. It has to stay on. So if it's a distraction, I apologize. I hope it won't come through too much, but this episode, we're just gonna have to make do. Also, it is Pride weekend here in Denver, and thus it's been a busy weekend. It's been a lot. I'm a little bit behind on editing and posting and getting things all together. So, if this episode is coming to you a little bit later than usual, than normal, I'm sorry. But I am very grateful for everyone for sticking it out, waiting to watch with me, and watching along with my reaction. I love you and I appreciate you all. The House of the Dragon returned with quite the somber season 2 premiere. We spent a lot of time last week just mourning the death of Lucerys, which was very appropriate. I've been mourning the death of Lucerys Viserion. I've been mourning the death of our boy Lucerys. Well, since I read the book, but certainly since he died at the end of season 1. Just the small moments of Rhaenyra going to try to find him and getting Arax's wing, her and Cyrax, oh, their connection and simultaneous grief for their children. Amazing, just amazing. Then we have the moment where Jacaerys comes back and tries to keep it together as he sees his mom, but just breaks down and needs a hug from mom over baby bro getting killed. Oh my gosh. And then that funeral, seeing those details after the fact, all of the small, intricate works that they put into throwing his stuff into that fire, from his very baby cloth and clothes to his toys to his different tunics. Oh, that funeral killed me. But we actually opened up the season with a trip up to the wall. We went north to deal with Cregan Stark and make sure we had Winterfell's full support in our fight for the throne. Of course, it's a bromance that has been shipped from the books themselves, but it definitely came to life in just those few moments, getting Jacaerys and Cregan and their beautiful selves together on screen. I think I was certainly ready to see them get warm together up in the cold north. But regardless, we have the support of the North. He's sending down his old men to help Rhaenyra retake her throne. Meanwhile, in King's Landing, the Greens are, well, running amok. Alicent, back to her usual hypocrisy, running around preaching about dignity, preaching about doing what's right and duty, while she getting eaten out and then taken to town by Kristen Cole. Kristen Cole, at his height of hypocrisy, didn't want to be somebody's whore, and now he's Alicent's whore. But to her credit, Alicent is the one kind of trying to keep everybody from pulling too many triggers too quickly. She was obviously very upset with what her nasty little almond son did with Lucerys and was at least trying to make something right. Problem is, girl, this is all kind of product of your own actions. Yeah. Otto and her are kind of at ends, but trying to stay together against the onslaught that is Aegon and Almond, as they are really trying to just go full on to war, with Kristen Cole trying to play both sides of the fence there. Meanwhile, Rhaenyra spoke her only line of dialogue last season. She said, I want Aemond Targaryen. Period. that was it. And so Damon went to work. He went to hire some folks known as Blood and Cheese. And he told them, get the one with the one eye. One eye, long silver hair. His name is Aemon Targaryen. Kill him for me. And they said, what if we can't find him? And all we got was a little bit of a smirk from Damon, and the camera cut. Well, lo and behold, these two are idiots. Who would have guessed it? They were completely incompetent to do the job. They get in there, they're fumbling around, kicking dogs, barely getting up to the Royals headquarters. I don't even think really look for Aemond before they find Helena and her two children and decide they're going to get a prince. They're going to get the heir to the throne. They're going to get a son for a son and make her give up her son, Jaehaerys, and chop his head off while he is still alive, leaving Helena to grab her daughter and flee, walking in on her mother, taking a ride on a good old Kristen Cole. Now, I know that the fandom by and large seem to be quite upset over Blood and Cheese and that adaptation. I'm of two minds on this one, y'all. I am so happy they did not show me anything. Oh, the sound effects of that sawing and that baby's muffled cries, that was way enough for me. I did not need it to be any more brutal than that. However, this is where changes start to really kind of change the story to an extent. Maelor not being there and her not having to choose the son is not as heavy, I feel like. Her just kind of giving it up and trying to offer a necklace. We didn't even have Helena really like offer up her own life instead of theirs or plea with them more. So I think it was still pretty brutal as it was, but I do understand. I even watching it thought, wow, this is not nearly as devastating as I was anticipating coming into the episode. You could see that as I was watching the episode. But it all comes down to there just not being a second son there and her not being able to like make that horrifying decision. That's where so much of this trauma lingers, is this woman being forced to choose one of her two sons to kill, and then they kill the other one and leave the one she said to off alive. That is crazy work. And that's what really sticks out in the Blood and Cheese moment. And we're missing it now. So I don't know. They said Maelor is not born yet, was kind of the explanation of why he's not here, because they messed with the timeline. Obviously, he is going to be likely at least needed at some point, but so we'll see what happens. We'll see. I don't think Rhaenyra is going to be very happy about what happened here. She did not want that innocent baby to die. She wanted Aemond, period. And obviously the Greens just kind of got the justification they needed to do what they already wanted to do. And that's go full on war. Once again, obviously, Blood and Cheese is horrible. It's horrifying. But we have to remember, as I said last week, the Greens have already killed multiple people at this point who were either loyal to the Blacks or part of Team Black, just kind of aligned or anywhere around Rhaenyra. Like, they have struck time and time again at this point. And this is the first kill that Team Black has done towards Team Green. So keep that in mind as we go off on like, craziness, okay? But I'm nervous to see what comes of this, see how Rhaenyra reacts, obviously to see how Alicent and Aegon react, and see what we get going. So let's cut the chit-chat and get into episode number 2, because we're going to have some differences here, because already Rhaenyra's role is changed. She was very clear about what she wanted, so her reaction is going to be brand new to everyone when it comes to this. I'm really excited. So let's cut it and jump in. I also really like this new intro animation, basically the history of the Targaryens, the Targaryen line. And it looks so cool being woven like this. It's a really beautiful entry. Well, well, well. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's you, sir. Traitor and villain. Ooh, this soundtrack, this score already. Top tier stuff.
The villain will be found.
The villain.
We mustn't be shaken by this.
No, Otto?
This act.
Why did they refer to him like as the boy last episode and now the child? Why don't they say his name?
The gods punish us. They punish me.
Well, yes. Yes.
For what sin?
All of them, Otto. Do you have all day?
Daughter, listen
We
to
can
me.
sit here
We
and
will
list them.
mourn as we must, but some good may yet come of
Oh,
this.
God.
And where were the members of this council while the murderer threatened their king?
Were you also threatened, Your Grace?
I could have been!
That one right there?
My son is my legacy!
Your mother? She was on a ride.
My son
Fun ride.
is heir to the Iron Throne!
I was abed, Your Grace, having ordered the Night's Watch.
Abed. Abed!
With your mom.
Instead of safeguarding the sanctity of my family. I suppose you're right, Ironrod. Could be anyone. It could be any one of you in this room.
Oh, here he goes. Acting crazy. This is what y'all support? Okay.
Lord Jasper is correct.
You mean to blame Rhaenyra? Tell the realm she has done this.
I'll have the realm told nothing. We were assaulted within our own walls, within our own beds. I will not be seen as weak.
You're already seen as weak,
Ooh.
Aegon.
Ooh.
They whisper in the streets. They say perhaps Rhaenyra should be queen.
And they're
Some
right.
would name her monster, slayer of infants.
A funeral progress. Let them see the child. Let them look upon the works
Ooh,
of this
Otto.
pretender to the throne.
Damn. He is vile and ruthless.
Let no one say I do not grieve.
Uh,
Jaehaerys was my grandson.
Where's the grief?
I will not have him die in vain. Jaehaerys will do more for us now than 1,000 knights in battle.
The hand sets on a difficult path, my darling, but it might be the right one.
Let the
There she
Silent
goes
Sisters ready
again.
the prince for his final journey. And
Oh, they
riding
just did this
behind him,
without
his mother,
the king
queen, and with
agreeing.
her, the Queen Dowager.
No, I do not wish to be a spectacle.
The realm must see the sorrow of the crown, a sorrow best expressed through its most gentle souls.
Oh. Oh. Helena. Oh, poor dear.
There's to
You
be a funeral for
truly
Jaehaerys.
did not deserve this, man.
When the people share our grief, they draw closer to us.
But I don't want them closer.
Oh.
I don't know them.
Sometimes we have to pretend.
Why?
Oh.
We are representatives of the throne. We have a duty. Helena, what you saw last night when you came to my room.
This is for my boy.
Ooh, that's a weird little kind of pacing to end there. And keep talking to her.
I was hired by Daemon Targaryen. He
Look
paid
at that.
us half now.
He
Half
didn't
when the
even
job's done.
need to be tortured to give up the
A rat
info.
catcher.
See what happens when you deal with this type of people? They give you up like that. Oh. Wow. Look at Helena. She is so uncomfortable
You could
and
hurt
so at unease. Hey, you dummy. You were gonna die one way or another in here, but whatever. Ooh. Well, I guess time to disgrace this young boy all on your own, huh? Oh, shit. Oh, Helena, no, no, oh. Oh, Helena, this is horrible.
There will be swift retribution in one form
I
or
have
another.
seen to it, Your Grace.
Let me fly out on Vermax.
Oh, no.
Rhaenys is needed in the gullet and I can watch for movements from King's Landing.
No.
It must be said that the damage to our position is immeasurable. At a time when we most need loyalty to our cause.
Oh,
But it's a lie.
yeah, David.
Having lost my own son, that I would inflict such a thing on Helena of all people,
Oh,
an innocent.
yeah. Yeah.
The death of Prince
Ooh,
Viserys
Rainey clocked
was
your ass like that,
an
Damon.
insult. An action taken in haste.
Mind yourself.
Oh, uh-oh.
Did you send assassins to murder children in their beds?
I sent the Queen's vengeance for her son.
What did you tell this vengeance? What did you say
Oh,
to him?
shit.
Damon, that a boy lies dead and I am accused of killing
Miss
it.
Arya provided me with names and a subterfuge.
If Aemond was not to be found, what were your instructions then?
They did not concern in any way that of a little
shit.
child.
You said that it was your aim to spill Hightower blood. And if not Aemond, then anyone would do.
I said no.
I don't believe you.
Ooh. No one believes that, David. No one.
I cannot trust you, Damon.
Ooh.
I've never trusted you,
Ooh.
wholly.
Oh.
Much though I wished to, willed myself to.
Oh. Oh.
But now I have seen that your heart belongs only to you. When I
Well.
was a child, I took this as a challenge, but I'm older now. I have challenges enough.
I have served you faithfully.
Have you? Or have you used me
Ooh.
as a tool with which to grasp at your stolen inheritance?
Oh, sir, mind yourself. Pulling that bull-ish again.
My throne, Damon! Mine! I think you used my words as an excuse to take your own revenge.
Yeah.
To indulge the darkness you keep sheathed within you like a blade.
Yours!
Oof.
Do you accept me as your queen and ruler? Or do you cling even now to what you think you lost?
Let's hear it.
What I think I lost.
You did not lose it, you gave it away. He could not trust you any more than I can trust you.
He was a fool. You sought greatness
Oof.
but shrank from spilling blood to achieve it, and I see you will suffer the same fate.
You struck down a child.
It was a mistake.
Oh, shit. Damn. What a scene. Amadar said you will get your flowers this time, Bish. Woo! Acting their ass off. That's...
Father,
Ooh. Ooh, this music. Is she going to her queen? Yes. I hope so.
You wish
Yeah.
to see me, Your Grace? I will be vigilant.
I depend on you, Baela. Stay high and keep your distance.
Oh.
We can afford no further mistakes.
My father?
Ooh. Baby.
He must follow his own path.
We'll see Moon Dancer? Oh, no, Craxies. Obviously. But will we see Moon Dancer? Are you off to Harrenhal, Damon? I do love correcting, though. What is this interaction going to be? Or not, I guess. Oh. Again, that's your king, Aegon. What a lovely man, right? For the people, you said, right? Yeah, Crispin, where were you? I think everyone would still like to know. Oh. Yeah, I hope you take this to heart as your fault. Truly, I do. And low-key, I only wish that Aegon would also keep it as your fault. Damn, Rhaenyra is stunning! A face we would all go to war for! This episode is beautifully shot, my goodness.
Have you told anyone?
What do you take me for?
A fool that you are.
One who seeks absolution.
Ooh, well.
There is none for what I've done.
Well, at least you recognize him. What is to come?
No, I've not eaten. If I could
You
just...
defy my authority, Sir Eric.
Okay, Crispin.
I do not.
Chill
The
out.
white cloak is a symbol of our purity, our fidelity.
Kingsguard are a sacred trust.
Not Crispin projecting.
Where were you when Jaehaerys was murdered?
With King Aegon.
I would maybe.
And you were not in the private quarters where you might have prevented the crime. His Grace wished to entertain his companions in the throne room. But if you thought to go upstairs, where were you? Oh, come on.
Oopsie, don't ask too many questions, Crispin.
No sworn protector. If I'd shared his sentiments, I would have fled with him.
Clearly.
First, your brother betrays us. He's murdered. On your watch.
On your watch?
Matt, you cannot think
what I think has no relevance!
You will go to Dragonstone and strike down Rhaenyra in her own halls.
Here he
To do
goes.
with Aemond. Not a trafficking deception. Put down the pretender and you will end a war before it begins.
Here he goes again. See how he was talking all that honor and blah, blah, blah. Just literally a couple minutes ago in that hall.
You must
Bloop,
not let that
flipped around immediately to deception and treachery.
And glory.
Yeah. Sitting, he just literally gaslit you to do this bullish, boy.
Where you go?
Eric. How have one of these people not just killed Crispin? Good God.
Sometimes I think I hate him. What do you remember of my uncle?
He taught us to catch fish. He had a weakness for cake.
Oh.
Sir Harwin Strong?
He loved us, I think.
Of course he did.
Look at my pretty prince.
I miss Luke.
Oh. What is this? Damon, are you in here or who is here? That the dirty almond?
Damon sent them to kill me.
Oh my. I was not anticipating to see him like this.
You were with me.
He's afraid of me.
As well he should be.
He's afraid of your dragon.
The boy
And they wanted retribution for the treachery you committed. Laying there like a dirty old skeleton. Jesus.
I do regret that business with Luke. I lost my temper that day. They used to tease me, you know. Because I was different.
Do not endear or try to redeem the ugly
I'll
almond.
remind you only that when princes lose their temper, it is often others who suffer.
You better speak the truth, girl.
Small folk.
The king has promised us some relief.
Did he say when?
I hear Lord Corlys himself commended you for your service to him.
Brother, he owes you. He owes us.
But he is not the king.
Ooh, there she goes again.
But I manage.
But neither can he allow her to command him.
Pity. I have on occasion found that to be quite enjoyable.
Well, let us take him at his word.
The
If he can take
best
Harrenhal on, then we'll
couple
be forgiven.
in the show.
We will not let the queen falter.
I don't know, Rhaenys.
The Lady Massaria, Your Grace.
Oh,
I regret it now.
I'm sure you do. Who are you?
A prisoner.
He said he would marry you.
you did.
He said you carried his child.
Not everyone found the jest funny. I have no interest in betraying you, Your Grace.
So you say.
Ooh. Okay, we're gonna spend some time getting to know Adam of Hull, huh? Ooh. Okay, well, how are we gonna explain this one? I'm still curious, but we'll see. My poor baby sees smoke. Oh. Oh, wow. What is this? The king decided he was gonna turn the folks against him pretty quickly, huh? Get rid of that goodwill fast.
Who are they?
Ratcatchers.
I did get him at least on their part. Dog, go find you a better owner. Go find you someone who would take care of you, please, boy. That man didn't deserve you in the first place.
The Ratcatchers!
Oh, I had them hanged. The maggot who took my son confessed to an accomplice. He could not say for certain which man it was, so...
Idiot!
Beware how you speak to your king, my lord.
The king
First spin.
is my grandson, and my grandson is a fool. He's worse than a fool. He's murdered innocent men.
And one guilty one.
And hanged them from the walls of the city for all to see. And you've thrown it away. After all I've done for you, thoughtless,
Ooh.
feckless.
Okay, Otto, don't overstep
At least
now.
I did something. I have not answered injury to the crown with what? Wish to spill blood, not ink. We must act. Sir Kristen Cole has
That's
acted.
your king. I'd rather spill blood, not ink. Uh-oh. Otto's like, what the hell has this
what
fool done?
has Sir Kristen Cole done? God's help us all.
It's time the bitch queen paid a price.
It's
And
time
you
the
accede
Dragon
to
Queen
this
kill you.
prank
Crispy.
without consulting me or the council. Instead of judgment, you display impetuousness and diminish us in the eyes of our enemy, ill-considered, trifling.
Oh, not the trifling.
My father is dead.
And we are the poorer for it.
Ooh. I mean, that's the truth. All the way around. This war was being staved off by the last breath of that old sickly man.
He was right about you.
Okay, Otto. A little too late for this.
Remove your badge, Sir Otto.
Gramps, you had to
You were
know
my
that was
father's
coming from
hand.
this one.
Insolent pup.
That's the man you
You think
schemed,
yourself clever,
work
but without
so
a
hard
strong
to
hand
put on that
at
throne.
your side.
Give it to Cole.
You know what? I respect that from Otto. You gotta respect game. Once again, distraught over your
I do not know if
own
I trust you.
consequences, Otto.
And I sense that there is danger in you yet.
What?
But I will keep the word of my house if you say that it was given. You may go.
Rhaenyra.
Your Grace.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
A moment.
Okay, Miss Arya. All right.
Sir Eric.
That was. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm trying to braid here.
Sir Eric.
Believe me, I had no choice.
I don't understand.
Brother! Do not do this. You are the one who betrayed us, Eric.
The OG Clegane Bowl. Twin edition. You see how your brother is more of a knight than you'll ever be?
Run, Elijah! Run and find Sir Lawrence!
Ugh.
We were born together. You parted us! But I still love you, brother.
Oh. Damn. I'm so glad they played this as emotional as it needed to be played. Oh.
Forgive me.
No! No!
Oh. Oh.
You know as well as I do that
I knew
Aegon
that was
must
going to be
kept in
good, but
check,
damn,
as does Sir Criston,
they
the
did
two
it
of
really
them
well, I
together.
think. I'm sure I'll see a ton of complaints from book fans, but I think
But his
they did
devotion
that really
can't be
well.
questioned if it does come to war.
He's ensured it. I wish now not for the good of the realm, but for the petty satisfaction of vengeance.
Mm-hmm. Sure do. That's it.
But we will yet prevail and bring forth peace, I still believe. As long as you and I hold fast.
Bring forth peace. Otto, you are the entire reason for this war, sir. Entire reason this is happening is you, sir.
I have sinned.
I do not wish to hear of it.
Not she just left his ass. She didn't try to like comfort him or nothing. She said, I'm gonna let you cry on your own, bitch. I gotta go. I got a pole to ride. Ooh. 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 Not this being foreplay. Girl, come on. Get up. Get up. Have a backbone, Allison. Good God. That's what we're ending on? The hell? Okay, so that was a really weird ending to me. I don't know why that had to be our final scene of the episode. But okay. All right, to episode 2. I really liked this one, y'all. I think this was a really good episode with some really good scenes in it, right? First of all, Miss Pia, who plays Helena, fantastic work in last week's episode and this week's episode. Oh, Helena honestly is like one of the most tragic characters, even in the book rendition, where she's maybe not on the spectrum like she is portrayed, at least to be here in the show. But what a performance by her in this episode. She really just killed it in that moment on that carriage ride. Was crazy. Oh, Aegon, what an idiot. I mean, he's just so stupid. Honestly, all around. I know we were having fun with it last week. Aegon, the Communist Manifesto, blah, blah, blah. No. Y'all, he's trash. TRASH, capital underline period, trash. He literally just wants war. He's just wanted war this entire time. Yeah, he didn't want the throne at first, but once he got a taste of that power, suddenly he became the worst in the realm. Otto Hightower and Alicent, honestly, on this front, both of whom sometimes talk sense, and particularly it's been Alicent this season, but they'll talk sense. Otto was telling Aegon right this one time, but man, this is all your fault. Otto Hightower specifically. This conflict is 100% your doing. Now suddenly you're seeing what an unhinged fool your grandson is. You say you see that Viserys was right about his dumbass, and that he's gonna plunge us into war for nothing. Yeah, just clearly. You know who was the better ruler, who has been on Dragonstone urging not to go into all-out war, trying everything she can, even in the face of her own child being killed? Rhaenyra. That's who. The one you chose to usurp for your shiesty ass grandson. Never forget, it was all your own doing, all your own fault. If you had just listened to Viserys, kept your word to your king, who you revere so much, guess what? We would be in peace right now. Imagine that. You and Miss Alicent talking about, we'll get the peace we want. If, I don't know, you had just stuck with Rhaenyra, the named heir, the rightful heir to the throne. Oh, imagine that. We would be having peace in the realm still, just like we did under King Viserys. Then we had that scene with Rhaenyra and Daemon. Woo! What a scene. Oh my gosh. Emma D'Arcy, they just continue to kill it. I mean, an absolute tour de force of an acting performance this episode with a face cloud that never decline. Matt Smith also killed that scene. Daemon, I don't know where we stand with you overall, bud. I knew she was gonna be pissed, and rightfully so. I am glad that Miss Arya got her freedom in that way. I actually thought she was gonna run back up and warn them about that night. The way she looked seemed like she wanted to. She actually even stopped that, but we never saw her do anything. So I don't know. I don't really know what that was or what that was leading to. There are some interesting decisions. I guess maybe we'll see it in the next episode. But it was one of several interesting kind of just left decisions. Like Alicent trying to talk to Helena, and Helena being like, oh, this is my son's or whatever. Alicent just stopped. And they just sat there in silence after that. Like, girl, you're not going to try to keep up the conversation. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to leave this in dead space. It was a very weird edit choice. And then that final scene to me was very weird. I really thought we should have ended with the Eric versus Eric fight, but that's just me. So we're preparing to get a new hand. Currently, it's being talked about as Mr. Kristen Cole, the worst hand choice I could have ever imagined. The most flip-flopping ass beesh in this entire show, Mr. Kristen Cole. Okay. The way he manipulated that guard into going and fighting his brother like that was absolutely despicable. Like, he just talks out of both sides of his mouth. The way that Aemond talked about his mother was pretty accurate, but it also directly applies to this old Crispin. And Aemond, oh my God, keep your clothes on. That skinny ass, bony ass, pale, white as snow body laying there naked, looked like a straight up skeleton with a blonde wig on it. It was wild. That woman was speaking true to him, but no, you really feel bad about the Lucerys business. At least he like took some accountability and said, I lost my temper. Well, yeah, you did. And I love what that woman said back to him, but no, we're not gonna try to rehabilitate the evil almond. Get out of here. I'm so excited, hopeful that we'll be seeing Miss Bela on Moondancer next episode. I think this will be our first glimpse of Moondancer, right? If we do get her. Then we got Adam of Hull introduced in this episode, and a little foreshadowing of a dragon off in the distance. And what that will be. I like the little pieces of foreshadowing. So we have that. We had some more. The other big one, obviously, was the brothers that was coming up. As I said, I'm really interested to see if they even try to explain the whole Adam of Hull situation and all that. But at this point, I'm actually doubting it and thinking they're just going to try to glide on over it. So we'll see. And then finally, yeah, the Eric scene was really emotional, really well handled. I thought it was really well done. And I'm really interested to see if book fans like it or if they don't, because I thought it was well handled. So I'll have to see. I think they did a really great job visually of doing that and watching it play out. The emotional impact of it all, the honor and love of it all, I thought was really, really executed well. The next week, we'll enter the new Hand era. We'll get word that your plan to assassinate Rhaenyra in her own bed failed miserably, Aegon and Crispin. We'll get an update, I presume, on Mr. Daemon Targaryen and his presumed adventure to Harrenhal. Hopefully an update on Bela. I do know that trailer had a scene of her like yelling on the back of Moondancer. We'll see how that goes. And hopefully we get a little bit more of Rhaenys and Corlys. They are my couple. Probably actually my favorite couple the entire Westeros to this point. Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon. It's like them and Missandei and Grey Worm, and that's it. And I need more of them in season 2. They've been so sidelined. Damn it. So that was my reaction to season 2, episode 2 of House of the Dragon. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click that like button down below and subscribe to the channel so that you are always up to date on all of my latest videos, including each and every one of my House of the Dragon reactions. Also, make sure to join in on the discussion. What did you think of episode 2? Let me know either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.